Oh, just a little cold. There we are live on Facebook. All righty. So now I'm going to zip back over and close Facebook down so we have no feedback, and we're going to start the recording now. Hello and welcome everyone. We're so excited. And today Erick Salgado took time out of his busy day for you, team, because you keep showing up and taking action. And this is a movement. So he's here to answer your questions today live, okay? I want to give a shout out to everyone who always shows up. I see Mohammed and Abby and Greg. There's J-Man. He's always popping in. Gene. Got Marco. You guys, we just know him as never sleeping. Mike, we call Doc. There's Mohammed from Egypt. Shelly Turner, you show up for everything. So Terry, boom, there's Terry. They keep coming in. Guys, are you excited? If you're excited, put a 1 in the chat box, as they say on the other side of the world. Oh, yeah, just a couple. Let's check Facebook and see if, are they excited on Facebook? We're not forgetting you, Facebook. Put your questions in. I'll make sure that Eric gets to them. Oh, yeah, they're popping on Facebook. So we got to beat Alex's record of 560 views so far. I think we can do that live today because everyone's been messaging me. Yeah, you're excited. Number 1. Woo! So, Eric, I'm going to turn it over to you, and you can give us a little bit of background. I'm really interested. As a child, I'm sure you didn't say, oh, I'm going to come up with this awesome platform that's going to change the world, because that's what it's doing. How did you get this vision just to start with, get all these tools together? Because it's no easy task, is it?
No. Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. It is great what you're doing. Yeah, Brainy, you are awesome. We have been chatting for a few days, and I can see you are awesome. You are my hero. I told you before, right? So thank you for having me, and thank you for your audience. And actually, guys, it's not just about building funnels and doing marketing, but it is about of being a complete success. And Brainy is an awesome example for all of us, right? I don't know how much you guys know about her, but the little I know about her, she's awesome, right?
Thank you. I will accept openly the compliments.
Okay, so here's the thing. When I started working with internet 20 years ago. I came to United States. I was a fighter. My whole life, I was a fighter. I did karate, jiu-jitsu, all those things. And actually, I was very good. So I came to United States to do the thing you call it ultimate fight. And no, it's not ultimate fight. It's UFC. And by that time, we had like two gyms in the United States who was teaching jiu-jitsu. And I came for one of them. And then I met a Brazilian guy who was being hired for the Discovery Channel to build a website. And we were living together because we were training on the same gym. We are all Brazilians. He was because of the job. I was because of the fights. And then I started to get some interest in the internet. It was a little bit more than 20 years ago. More than 22 years ago. Then when I came back to Brazil, I built the first website for fitness. The first website in the world for fitness, I built it. And actually, since I am a professional physical educator in Brazil, I built a system. So the idea is you go to the website, you put your information, you tell the website what is your goals, lose weight or gain mass or whatever. And the website would give you a diet, would give you the exercise sequences and everything. It was like 20 years ago. And then I put this thing to work and I sold it, make some money, not much, but made some money. And then I understood that that was my thing. That was my business, doing things on the internet. Well, I tried like every day to build cool things on the internet, smart things on the internet, things that could make money for about 10 years. and I failed for about 10 years. So that's the whole point, right? I don't know how many of you guys can endure like fail 10 years, especially when you are married, when you have kids, and when you have all the family telling you, come on, man, go get a job, do something serious. But 10 years ago, I came up with an idea. I failed so much that I learned a lot of business. I learned with all the mistakes, and I create a course to teach you how to build your website, to bring your company to the internet. It was the first one in Brazil, actually. So I built my first funnel 10 years ago without knowing what was a funnel.
Right.
So the funnel started on the radio show. So I bought a radio show, 30 minutes every week. Okay, let me tell you guys, I didn't have any money. So in Brazil, you can write a check and make this check good for 30 days. So I was betting. I write a check to the radio station, made a check for 30 days. And I built this course to teach people how to take your business to the internet. It's not about making money on the internet, but take your business on the internet, because at that time, internet was very new yet. So 30 minutes on the radio station talking about entrepreneurship, internet. This is something new, but this is something important. It's going to be there. You got to have your presence. You got to take your company to the internet. You can sell anything on the internet, all those things. And then after the 30 minutes, I used to give my address and my phone number so people could go to a presentation, to a live presentation, right? So I could spend like 6 hours explaining everything about the internet and everything about how can you put your website there. At the end of the presentation, I was selling websites. So it was a funnel, radio show, 6 hours like seminar, because internet was very, very new. And after the seminar, I was selling websites. People used to pay, on that time, that would be around $50 for the seminar. And then they would pay $50 a month to have the website online. Okay. In 1 year, I sold like 4,000 websites. I had 4,000 clients. Well, but nobody was selling anything on the internet by that time, because the only guys who was actually making money on the internet 10 years ago was something like porn, and the guys who has the websites to charge people on the porn.
Right.
Nobody was selling nothing. So I had those 4,000 entrepreneurs with websites, but nobody was getting anywhere. And then I built a solution. I built a business for those guys. So I came up with this idea, the best of my neighborhood, a neighborhood directory. It was actually the first in the world. In Brazil, we call O Melhor do Bairro, but the best of my neighborhood. And then, since I had entrepreneurs in the whole country, I created the first virtual micro franchise in the world. It was like a few years, right now we are talking about 10 years ago. So I created the first virtual franchise. And it was about the neighborhood website, because I understood the thing is, internet is huge. By the time we didn't have Facebook, we didn't have Google AdWords, all those things. So internet's huge. You cannot advertise your company in the whole country. But if you have something, then you can advertise on your neighborhood, and you can make yourself like known on the neighborhood. Will be easier. By that time, you should bring people to your website through billboards. You use actually billboards on the streets to let people know about your website, because there was no Google. And then I create this franchise, and I start selling franchises of this neighborhood website. Again, it was a great success. It was huge. And that was actually my first real business on the internet. We started to get some money and to grow. And after I guess after 2 years, with all those franchises working on the streets, because the thing is, I have the best of my neighborhood here in Orlando, Lake Nona. Okay, so I have to go to the businesses and offer one place on my website and telling people will go there, people will find. We have billboards in Lake Nona. We have this thing, so you need to get your company there. It's not expensive, things like that. And it was good. It was working. But listen, my franchisee, and actually, it wasn't a salesman. Never worked with salesmen. Has to be franchise. It has to be franchise. The guy who's out there, who's selling, who's bringing the client, that's his money. And then because I tried with salesmen, didn't work. Franchise worked great. So when my franchise left the place, so selling actually the advertisement, when he was selling, it was coming another guy selling websites. And then they start to tell me, hey, Erick, here's the thing. I called the business owner. I get one interview. I start to speak about internet. I sell the directory, and I leave. And then comes other guy and sell the website. So we are leaving money on the table. We need to figure out a way so we can start building websites for those guys, because the most difficult part is having like 5 minutes with his attention, the customer attention. Once I got his attention, we should be able to sell everything. And by that time, Wix was just starting. Wix had like 8 million users by that time. It was like very good, but it was starting. And then I said, okay, let's put together a team of programmers and let's build a site builder, our own site builder. You know, we started this whole thing about 7 years ago. But everything changed. So actually, we started programming the website builder in Flash. After 1 year, we threw everything away. We lost 1 year of working and restarted in HTML5. And then it was everything about the site builder. But with the digital marketing, we started to make blogs, we started to make some things to create videos and the email. And it was always another need for the small business. And we were trying to put everything on the same platform, or actually we were building different tools until one day, it was like 4 years ago, we actually had a platform to do a website, another one to do blogs, another one to do videos, another one and email. We didn't have an email. So 4 years ago, I said, okay, here's the thing. Let's put everything in one platform. Let's make it easier. And then we redesigned everything. So we got the editor, the blog, the business directory. We don't have it here in the United States, but we have in Brazil. Because here it's too late. We cannot do that here right now. It's too late. Google is actually killing all the business directories, so it doesn't work. So, but they still have in Brazil. And you guys know Builderall. So 4 years ago, we started work to put everything together. It was like 2 years programming this thing to make this thing one solid platform. And then we launched in Brazil 2 years ago. We work a lot, but today, actually, after working, because my company, this company, the best of my neighborhood, it was the first one. We have more than 10 years. And everything started there in a business directory, right? So we saw the needs of the small business owner, and we kept developing things for the small business owner. But the whole thing, the whole vision, the whole Builderall, we put on the marketplace like 2 years ago. Today, we are the internet marketing platform with the biggest penetration in the Brazilian market. We have more users than Fusion, than ClickFunnels, than whatever platform you can think. We are bigger there in Brazil. And the business actually started to grow. And after 1 year, it was supposed to launch outside Brazil 2 years ago, same time. But after 1 year, we didn't feel very comfortable in launch outside Brazil 2 years ago. It was supposed to launch outside Brazil in October of the 2016, but actually we got the thing that we wanted in April. So we launched this platform in the outside Brazil. I will not say American market because it's not about just United States.
Right.
It's the whole world. So we launched in April. When we launched, and actually it was crazy because we were actually big in Brazil. But when you are big in Brazil, you have 5,000 users. But when you are big in America, you have hundreds of thousands of users. So when we launched outside Brazil, it was crazy because it was like hundreds of people every minute in support, hundreds of people every minute. We got DDoS attacks, we got a lot of things happening. And then we stopped selling. In April, we stopped selling. We sold a lot in April. In May, we didn't sell anything. In May and June. So we stopped selling May and June. We figured out everything that we should fix it. We figured out, including the business model. Then I created two-tier franchise because the business model that everyone else was using here in the United States wasn't working so good. So we created a two-tier model, and then we start selling again in July. And from July to now, actually we didn't have much problems. Everything's working great. We already paid $500,000 in commissions. We made more than $1 million on the past months. The platform grows every day. We have new subscribers every day. And we see the complaints and people the complaints, it's getting less and less and less and less every day. People are starting to understand Builderall. And because when we launched, actually people was trying to bring everything they had in knowledge from ClickFunnels to Builderall. And it was tough because we are not ClickFunnels. Actually, I didn't even know that ClickFunnels existed by that time. Our goal was to be better than Wix. So we were looking for Wix. ClickFunnels have 50,000 users. Wix having 100 million users. It's a totally different niche. It's a totally different system. So our goal is to be like Wix. Our goal is to have the Wix user with digital marketing. But we got those ClickFunnels guys coming and trying to use, and it was tough because it is different. So we understood what they needed, and then we tried to work on that thing. So 2017 for us was a very crazy year because we actually put our product, our services on the global marketplace, and then we understood a lot of things. We got a lot of feedback. We know a lot of people, and it is being great so far. And we changed a lot of things on the platform. And actually, right now, what we have is 100% different of what we had in April. The servers, the system, the back office, the back end, the front end is 100% different. And the thing is, right now, all those months, the past 2 months, I'm working to prepare the platform for 2018. Right now, we are ready to bring more than 100,000 users in 2018. That's what we are doing. And we put a business plan together. I would like to talk to you about this business plan. That's what we're doing. That's where we started, and that's what we are right now.
You know what I love is it's a vision, and you never give up. Yeah, I can tell you're an athlete because I was a 5-minute miler, and there is something about athletes where if you tell us we can't do something, we are going to prove you so wrong. So I'm sure you did get a little bit, come on, man, just go get a job. But how rewarding now to have, to me, Eric, I'm this spiritual person, really godly person, and I've always wanted to be able to help people get their gifts out to the world. And I had really no idea when I jumped on Builderall bandwagon because I had been looking for something different because I'm like $300 a month to build funnels and have a membership site was insane, and then paying more money for autoresponders and trusting people and getting in coaching programs and them taking the money and showing you nothing about business but mindset. Well, I've got the mindset, just tell me how to make the money. So when I was manifesting and I did my feng shui adjustment for my helpful people area, and I was asking the universe to send an ethical person into my life that I could follow, that I could commit energy and time to, and that they wouldn't be ripping me off again, so I can help people get their gifts out to the world. And the next day, poof, up you popped. And it was a guy I was working on ClickFunnels with me, and he had said that, is this a ClickFunnels killer? And I said, well, I think it's ClickFunnels plus a whole lot more. I mean, I didn't even realize it, and I was in the next day. It's like franchise, got to do it. I love the 2-tier. You know, this multi-level thing can get really, people have burnt out, like Ruben said, you know, no friends left. The NFL stands for no friends left, because you're trying to get everyone to listen to you because you get excited. And that's what I'm learning on this interviewing everyone, is a different approach. And my master had said to me, because you get excited about things like feng shui and you want to tell everyone, he goes, do you answer the door when no one knocks? Meaning, are you just constantly giving people information and they're not interested just because it's you? So that's what I like about this different way to approach things, because Ruben's approach really is kind of do nothing until they realize how great everything is you've got. And then they're like, what platform are you on? And I think when you come from a different, instead of I got to make money, I got to sell, if you come from how can I help others and make their life easier, because this makes your life easy. You don't have to spend money on shiny objects. They're all right there in Builderall.
Yeah, and the way that we started, actually, we started with the best of my neighborhood. The whole reason that I built the thing is I had 4,000 entrepreneurs in my hands. They wasn't making money, and I came up with a system that helps people make money. It's not the 4,000, but we got like 1,000 people started to do the best of my neighborhood in Brazil. And the whole thing, it was always like this. My company, I'm gonna make money in my company if the entrepreneurs who works with me make money first. I don't sell for the final user. There is something, a middleman. It's easier for me to work with the middleman and let the middleman work with their clients, because I can give better service, you know. And actually, we build a structure, a business model that's stronger, you know, because when you have like 1,000 entrepreneurs who are really making money with your business, that's awesome, because that's the best payment that I can have. 1,000 people making money, making a live with my business. So here you have something solid, you know. And as you were saying, I see a lot of those TED things and motivational things. In the end of the day, Rainy, the factor, the secret is grit. If you don't have it, forget it. It's nothing's gonna work. But if you have it, just keep doing, keep going. You're gonna get it.
I remember your wise words, because I show up anytime you or Alex do something, especially when I was new, and you kept me going, because I'm like, well, I'm doing live streams and I'm telling people, how come my list isn't just huge? And it was like, hang in there, learn everything you possibly can. I surround myself with greatness, with people that know what they're doing. If I have a question, oh, and a handshake while he's doing his interview. And no, I kind of lost track there for a second. So anyway, I'm trying to read this and I got a little distracted, but I want to read you a couple comments on the Facebook newsfeed. Being a strategic marketer, not a funneler. Everyone says, oh, funneler. Wow, what a great perspective. And Eric stayed calm in the public through all of it. I think that's when you were talking, when we got attacked a little bit, the negative Nellies out there, or people doing unethical things, not cool. Okay, you have a vision like no others. You don't even know how excited I am to be part of this greatness.
Awesome.
Boom, Erick Salgado, keeping eyes on the live. You're a great human being. How can we not chase shiny objects when we have Builderall? They're in Builderall. You don't have to go spend hundreds of dollars. I mean, I look back at JV Zoo a couple years ago and I thought, what the hell was I thinking? I kept buying stuff. Oh, that'll work. But I didn't know how to put all of them together or have a good leader. The only object. Yes, Eric, the only object. What are they saying over here? Blew my mind, sold for life. Okay, I'm going to go out on Facebook then and look up some of these questions for you.
And guys, before you leave this presentation today, I really, because I never have this opportunity. So I really want to share with you guys my business vision for Builderall. And once I have this feeling that once you understand this business vision, maybe it's going to be easier for you to do any kind of business, your business, your niche, your product, or even the Builderall business as well. So don't let me forget, Cabrini.
I will not let you forget unless I get chasing butterflies. Oh, they're wondering, let me see, can you ask him if the French version of funnels and websites will be available? I think that's Sylvie, our French-speaking Canadian. We have a lot of Canadians following Builderall, and many of them do speak French.
Okay, so here's the thing. Builderall is a platform with a lot of tools. So we cannot use the same code, the same programming language or things on many tools. So it's like if you see the back end, it's very organized, but it's a Frankenstein. You know, it's a lot of pieces. We are still trying to figure out a way to make easier this translation thing, right? So right now we have Portuguese, Spanish, English, and German. Marco is the one who did the whole thing in German. It's a lot of work. And then we have to put together all those things in the translation, and never stops because we add new stuff in the platform all the day, and we create new funnels. So what we are doing right now, we are creating a better system to have translations, right? And Alexandre, my partner right here, say hello, say come here, say hello, say hello, say hello, say hello. This guy.
Hi everyone.
So he's a Japanese, he should be smart, right? Okay. So he's the one who's taking care of that, and he's working with this thing. And I think in a few days we're going to have a solution for translations. The idea is once we have this thing done, we're going to be able to translate the whole platform for any language very fast.
Wow.
But the funnels, we're going to have to do this on them with our own hands. But we can do it. We are figuring out a way to do that. Okay. The idea, guys, is take Builderall to the whole world.
Right.
In 2018, we want to have at least 30 languages, 30 different languages on Builderall.
Right.
That's why it's so important to create.
Writing those goals down so I know where we're. Yeah, wow. So Sylvie, are you volunteering to do all the French read through everything?
Awesome.
She likes doing that kind of stuff. So
what we do for people who help us with the translation, we give lifetime access to Builderall, to the franchise, to everything we have, because it is a lot of work. To translate the whole platform is a lot of work. It's like you're going to work 10 days to do that. The least we can do is give the whole platform, everything that we have, lifetime free. It's not giving free because you did something for us, but this is how it works.
Well, yeah, I would hope that we have tech people that understand French. Sylvie, you cray. They ask some silly questions. Wonderful, great. Okay, can we use the same email if we have affiliates, like porting a number from AT&T to Sprint? In the anticipation of the e-com store added, what will the functionality be similar to? Like a Shopify, BigCommerce?
The email, I'm not sure if I really understood the question, but for what I see, yes, you can use the same email. And about the e-commerce, again, the one that we are looking towards is Wix. Wix has an awesome platform, right? Wix is the top one. Wix is the best in the world. So we are always see what those guys are doing, and we are trying to do better, right? We are not copying because we have a lot of things that Wix doesn't have. But for example, what is the idea? We're gonna do an e-commerce, okay? And we have a lot of people doing this thing around the world. What we should do, we should go where we have more people using and try to create something similar, because we're gonna kill the learning curve, right? So that's the idea. So we are looking towards Wix, and we do this shopping cart very close to what the Wix have. We're gonna have something different. Actually, I'm gonna blow the surprise. Something that we're gonna do, we are actually developing this right now in Russia. You're gonna be able to put your product on the website. For example, here is your product, okay? And this is a virtual store. Product, price, description, buy button. But with the mouse, you're gonna be able to do this with the product.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 3D gallery. It's gonna be awesome, and you're gonna have an app so you can take pictures with your phone, right? And for example, you got this product here, right? So you're gonna have instructions to do that the right way. So you're gonna take pictures, a lot of pictures of this thing, and the app will build the whole the 3D presentation effect, and you're gonna be able to use this on your website. So it's gonna be very close to what Wix have, or Wix has, but better.
Holy snap, Erick's dizzy, pretty sweet. That's bananas. We already have a volunteer to translate for South Africa. Awesome. I guess I better write these names down so you know who your translators are.
Guys, call me on Skype.
Yep, Skype, guys. Erick Salgado 9. Exactly. I love the number 9 because that's the Bagua. That's the 9 areas of your life. Really? And so when I saw 9, I go, yay, Erick, he's awesome. I think it was a 2-part question, Jay. I think you're right there. Why can't we use the same email if we move affiliates? I think what she's thinking of, like, let's say you have a bunch of affiliates that follow you, and I'm not sure, because Carrie, if you're on here, please clarify. Because how I do it is I have, like, I don't know, 150 that do feng shui stuff. So to me, I would just upload that as my affiliate list and market to them, because you can't just grab everybody as an affiliate and sign them up. That's spamming and unethical and not cool. So I guess if you want to clarify that, we'll answer it. See if anybody else. Give me my Skype for Friends translation. You can do that, Sylvie. Just contact Erick. You're moving in next door to Erick. Erick Neeson, you're moving next to Salgado. Might have some parties at your house, huh?
Let's have some pizza together.
Sylvie, I'll tell you at the end. Okay, I have another question here from Katie. I have a question about bandwidth and shared ISP. What systems are in place to protect our sites and email deliverability in another member's spams? Is the system able to scale as traffic and bandwidth grows? Curious to know what safety nets are in place.
Okay, yeah, we have a lot of people who ask us about.
That's good question.
Yeah, sure. We have a lot of people who ask us about the whole structure of the business, because they are used to work with products. And guys, Builderall is not a product. Builderall is a company. We don't sell products. We're gonna talk about that later. We sell a service. Okay, so right now we don't have a data center because it's huge, but we have a whole rack of machines in one data center in Miami. It's an awesome data center. They take care of AT&T, Verizon, the police department, a lot of huge stuff. We have more than 100 dedicated servers, all top-notch machines. On that data center, this data center stays in a very privileged place in Miami, so they have one of the best internet signal or internet link you can have. We have unlimited bandwidth, so you can bring millions and millions and millions of people to Builderall. It will never be a problem, right? So, and if one day that become a problem because we are growing, we're gonna take some action. But I don't think that's going to be a problem, never, because we have something huge. We have almost the best you can have when it comes about servers and bandwidth and other things like that. All right. About the emails, so and actually the way that we build our servers structure, we have control of everything. For example, we know other platforms that use Amazon to deliver emails or use Amazon to host websites. Man, you don't have control. Amazon has the control, actually. And if someone of your platform send a spam using the Amazon sender, is going to hurt everyone on the platform. So that's why we built our own, because we had this problem before. Okay. Mm-hmm. So right now we have all the machines, we have all the softwares, we have a lot of filters, we have unlimited bandwidth. We build the machines and the servers in a way that we can scale. Doesn't matter if you're going to get like 50,000 users next month. It's built to scale. I'm just going to put some machines there and boom, it's working. And the same thing with the email. Okay. Now, about the email, we have two systems. We have the professional email. It's the email that you have with your own domain. For example, ericksalgado.com. I built my website, ericksalgado.com, and then I'm going to create a professional email for my domain. It's going to be on the site builder, right? So that one is one system. We have one system there. And that's just professional email. We have a lot of filters. We have a lot of triggers to avoid people send spam on that system. And that's very important, because since we have 7 days free trial, we have people that go there, build a website, place a domain, and start sending spam because it's free trial. So we have a lot of filters, we have a lot of triggers to block those spammers. So we don't have a problem there. And the other side is the email marketing, the email marketing platform. Mailing Boss, we have all the ways we need to scale. We have hundreds of machines, hundreds of APs. We have our own sender, and we have a huge brain behind this thing. The guy who is working with Mailing Boss, the chief of the Mailing Boss development, he's a very smart guy. And right now, I know you guys think Mailing Boss is ugly. It has an ugly interface. Don't say that, because it was me who built the interface. Right? I am the only one allowed to say. But we are doing something much better that after because I built an interface. On my judgment, it's simple. What do you want to do? List campaigns, or right? But people don't like it. Okay, no problem. I'm not going to take this personal. But we got a whole new interface. And it's a totally different system. I guess the programmers told us that it's going to be available on November the 15th. But I don't think so, because I know my programmers. That's going to be November 20 something.
End of the month, we'll say.
Yeah, maybe December. You know, programmers. But it's being done. They are working with these things, looking great. Actually, you can see on the Builderall page, you can see something really strange. You never saw that interface on the Builderall. That's the new interface of Mailing Boss, right? So right now we are doing the interface, but we have a lot of people working on the back end to make a better deliverability. Help me here, deliverability. Okay, every day to deliver the emails, a better deliverability. All right, so. We have a lot of triggers, we have a lot of filters, we have a lot of actions that we take on the system to protect the system. Now, I use Mailing Boss for everything that I do. I always have like 30%, 35%, 40% email opening. All my emails get inbox and works great for me. We have some people complaining about Mailing Boss, but those guys are sending spam. So there is no tool in the world that's going to work with a 10,000 leads list with like 15, 20% bounce rate and spam content. You know, the system are not going to deliver your email. And actually, mailing boss will lock your account because we have a lot of systems to protect the mailing boss. So if you are sending spam, you're not going to get inbox, right? But if you are really working like you should do, mailing boss will deliver your email. All right. So I guess I answered the question and I give a little bit more.
Shelly said it's working perfect for her. I've had no problems because I just followed what the video said exactly to do. And that's what we're finding too. Mailing boss, it's just different. Just like we have a joke, it's called right click will solve everything, because when people come to Builderall, they're not used to right click. They actually made a t-shirt up with the Builderall.
Yeah, I bought it.
We're like, right click save, right click save, you know, that's what's going to help you in the future. So let me see, will it be possible to, okay, Jean wanted to know, can I use a Builderall logo to create t-shirts and cups and other things for the franchisees? Because he had made one and somebody jumped him about using the Builderall logo. Did you see the certification one he made? It has a big certification stamp on it, and somebody kind of jumped him and said he wasn't allowed to do that.
Yeah, I saw. Guys,
he doesn't want to get in trouble. He just wants to do the right thing. So if you don't want them doing that, let's get it clear.
No, guys, talk about Builderall.
He wants you to make money and advertise for him. So there.
Go ahead. Go. I bought the first T-shirt that you built. Like, do you even right click? I bought this one. I want to see the sheet. Maybe I'm gonna buy for the whole team. I saw the certification T-shirt. Man, go ahead. There
awesome. You go. You're not doing it. He was messaging me earlier, and I go, well, I'll ask him. But to me, it's like he's not in the T-shirt business. He could be, or hat business. But if you're willing to do it and you can make money, he wants to help everybody make money, guys. He doesn't want people stressed out anymore. The world is stressed out enough. So, you know, money is like one of the most negative frequencies in the universe because of how we have looked at it. And when you have money, you can help others. So that's my big vision there.
All right. If you send me a T-shirt, I'm gonna promote your T-shirt. Okay, guys.
He'll wear your T-shirt and give him a hat. So send gifts to Eric, and he'll advertise for you.
XXL, please. Right, because like for the computer.
Well, Michelle has a question on Facebook. Can you provide an update on the roadmap for Facebox inbox answer? We're very excited for this in Builderall for 2018 to be as good as ManyChat, the current Facebook chat box leader. Well,
okay, guys, I will be very sincere with you guys. You guys are always like hoping or asking for us to build like everything that you see out there, right? And we want to do that. But the thing is, we work for the small business owner. And I am a small business owner, and everyone who's an entrepreneur or has a service provider thing, we are all small business owner. There's nothing wrong with that. But we are working with the small business owner and creating solutions that you can actually use to get results. Every time that we have to build something that integrates with Facebook, we are always thinking twice.
Right.
Because we are tired of like put dollars and dollars and dollars to build something cool, and then Facebook just changed the rules. You guys know the Social 22 or 22 Social. You guys know the company.
Yep.
It was a huge business, a huge company. Those guys were very nice entrepreneurs, and Facebook just killed the guys in one day, right? Because they cut off the opt-in through Facebook button, and a lot of things that we have that should be working with Facebook. Facebook is changing the rules, and we lost all the work. So the bot, our Facebook auto answer that we have there, we have it. It works. We're gonna try to make better as this thing like stays, okay? But if we feel that Facebook's gonna change, we're just gonna stop it. We will always prefer to develop things that we have 100% control. It is 100% in our platform, than develop things that Facebook has the control. In Facebook, it can just kill our working like one day. And the thing is, if we created this tool and people buy Builderall because of this tool, Facebook changed the rules and
Right.
we lost the client, So
You know, also, you really are big on like interacting. That's why I'm so happy you're here live today with us. And I was actually like insulted today when I was going out looking to contact people. They all had bots and they didn't have the bot questions I wanted. I'm like, yeah, call me. Here's my number.
All right.
So it's like, you guys, it's kind of like how us seasoned people feel, that I don't believe in older, we're seasoned, wiser, that we talk to each other. I was hanging out with some 20-year-olds and I'm like, what's going on? They were all texting each other across the bar, not even talking to each other. And then they got mad and said I was yelling at them. It's like, that's not yelling. I can show you what yelling is. It's like, they're very sensitive. So we want to interact. That's why I do lives. That's why we do the master, our little mastermind group, so we can help each other and get away from everything being automated. Because then you're not special. Oh, click here. Okay, great. I got that response.
That's why I thought the Facebook auto answer should be cool for you to use 1 or 2 times in one post. But man, I don't use bots myself, right? If I can give you an answer, I will give you an answer. If I can't give you an answer, you're not gonna get a bot. You're gonna get me. And there is nothing wrong with bots, but we are marketeers, and marketeers are the best guys in the world to mess it up with everything. So in a few days, those bots will not be. People will get tired of this thing, So.
Well, if you hate email sequencing, you're going to hate bot sequencing, guys. It's the same thing, but it's in your face on Facebook. I mean, so if you complain about emails, all the bots are going to do is distract you.
And again, this is not an excuse. The thing is, we're not going to put money, programmer, and time to create something that I know Facebook will kill this thing in a few months, right? So we prefer to create other stuff that's going to be for us, going to be there. I can sell the stuff and can help the business with this stuff. Like, for example, the responsive, like, for example, the new video platform that we are doing, the 3D, the virtual store, and the other things.
Yeah, guys, if you don't have enough to do, just go do 1 tool a day if you think that we need these other tools. Did you hear what he said? He's putting the money and the energy of the programmers or workers where it's going to help us the most. They're reading through every comment, whether you say a nice thing or not. And I love that you say don't take it personal, because guys, business is business, and you're never going to get anywhere if you come with, thin skin and you take everything personal. It's just business. And yes, launch your ideas out there, because you see Erick taking action all the time. I love that you got on there live and Ruben had gone somewhere else and got a video or something. You're like, oh, no, not my people. He's going to take care of us. And that's what I want, somebody making smart choices so we continue to grow, instead of, oh, that's a cute idea. Let's go put all our money and time into this, and it's not going to get you sales. It's not going to do anything special. Yes, Shelly, you do like the inbox dummy answer. It's how you use these things, guys. She loves the Facebook inbox answer tool. It's easy to use, and it's a dumb bot. Just one answer available. Yep.
We are building. I'm here. I'm reading here on the chat. We are building this thing with the social proof for purchase. Like, somebody just bought their product, a little box will pop up on the website. So I don't know how you guys call this, immediate social proof. Yes, we are doing that. Okay, we are building this thing. We are building the other thing that you can bring WordPress website and get all the code, put on the Builderall, and boom, the website will be there, and you will be able to edit your WordPress website on Builderall. We are building that. I don't know how long it's going to take to be ready, but we are building that. Yeah, we are building the response, we are building the virtual store, we are building the booking app. a lot of stuff. Always, we are looking for the small business owner, right?
Exactly. Okay, guys, you got any more questions right now before we jump into the vision of the company and where we're going? That's my cup of tea. That's what I like. Energy, frequency, and vibration, as Tesla would say. And you got all those going on. We got a good goal. You're going to hear the vision right now. And then we're all going to visualize this together and work hard. Action's the key, guys. You can sit and meditate and visualize all day long, but I'm following the leader. I want to have a mentor who has our back, cares about us, and knows what he's doing. Like I said, I'm not going to take lessons from somebody who weighs 500 pounds on how to lose weight, So you've got to know how to make money if you're going to claim to help people, and he knows how to do it. So bingo, bango, that's, you've got all the checks going on there, Erick.
All right, guys.
Terry can't wait. You guys can't wait. I know, guys, the takeaway is take action from these summit interviews. So tell us about your big vision, because some of us think we know some of it, and I'm sure it's just a little on where we're going.
All right. Before that, guys, I just want to say something. The certified partnership program, Builderall certified partners, it's not about to separate people, okay? It is about to get a group, prepare this group, train those guys, share a lot of stuff, use those guys as a beta tester, put those guys in the forum. It is actually to get help, right? To get more people who knows the platform, who likes the platform, who likes to be there, who likes to help, and get those guys to help the whole team, all right? This Builderall certified partner will be something that's going to help everyone else on the platform, okay? So the idea is never to separate people, but to give more help for those who are just starting with Builderall, all right? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about business. As you guys know, and as I just told you, I'm working with this thing for more than 20 years. I create a lot of businesses online. 95% failed, but 5% worked. And those 5% who worked actually made a lot of money for me, for my family, to create this business and support the whole thing. So far, Brainy, we spent more than $5 million in Builderall. So far, yeah, because someone has to pay for the programmers to create this thing for 10 years, right? For 7 years. And it's not easy. So I know a little bit about business, especially online business. When in the vision that I want to share with you guys, and the vision that I want you guys to understand is Builderall is not a multi-level marketing company, right? I have nothing against, but it's just not my model, right? This is not a business model that I want to work. So take this off your mind. Just think like that. People used to fail in business because they think about a product. Yeah. They always want to figure out the perfect product. The whole business idea starts with a product, right? So for example, let's say I have this product here, or I just had a great idea. I'm gonna figure out a way to make this product. And then they create the product, and then they make the product, and then they will try to sell this product, and they will fail, okay? The best way for you to start a business, not a company, not a product, is just think about the business. Forget about the product. The product is not important right now, okay? You have to think always about the business. And that's what we do here on Builderall, and that's what we've done with Builderall. So the thing is, for example, one of you guys, you can tell me, Brenny, you tell me how much money it is, like a good money you could make every month to get the lifestyle you wanted. 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 30,000. Give me a number.
10,000.
$10,000. Okay, so here's the thing. That's how you should start. Okay, my lifestyle the way I want to live, I want to make $10,000 a day. So starts there. Okay.
10,000 a day?
Sorry.
Holy buckets, you just expanded my mindset.
We can do that, but let's start with the month.
That's a great leader. Great.
Sorry. Okay, $10,000 a day. Now, let's think about business. How can you actually make $10,000 a day? You have to sell something, a service or something. So let's try to figure out one product, okay, that you can sell and make $10 profit in every sale. So now you don't have to think about $10,000. Now you have to think about 1,000 sales a month, right? If you have a product with you get $10 profit, 1,000 sales a month. It's not easy. It's not easy to do $1,000 a month. So that should be 35 sales a day. Okay. So now you don't have to think about $10,000. All you have to do is think about how can you sell 35 products a day, right? It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to sell 35 products a day. But if we are talking about products, okay, and I'm gonna put this thing on the marketplace, first thing that I would do is get a distribution system. I want to put this thing to sell on Walmart, okay? Or I want to put this thing to sell on Staples, right? So it is everything about the distribution. So Brainy, if you want to make $10,000 a month, you have to get 1,000 sales a month, 35,000 sales a day, 35 sales a day. If you get 35 distribution points, you actually need to do one sale a day. Do you agree with me? You have to do just one sale a day. So forget about the $10,000, forget about the 1,000 sales, forget about the 35 sales a day. Your mission, your goal to build a business that's gonna give you $10,000, it is all about having 35 distribution points. It is everything about having 35 franchises or places you can sell your product, right? So if you tell me that you're gonna get me 35 distribution points, all I have to do is put my product on that distribution point and this thing's gonna sell. Now I'm gonna think about on the package, on the marketing, on the offer, on everything. But now it starts the product. You see? So the thing is, in the United States, we have almost 300 cities with more than 100,000 people living there. More than 300 cities. Okay. United States, we have 40,000 zip codes. If you get 10% of that, you have 4,000 zip codes. We have more than 500,000 churches. We have more than 1 million real estate agents. We have more than 1 million accountants. So this is distribution points, guys. Okay. So on your business, whatever it is, that could be a digital business or whatever it is. If you think about distribution point, it's going to be so easy for you to think about how many sales you can make a day, right? It's going to change the whole perspective of business. And when you think about the product, okay, so we understand the business model is not about you having to sell 1,000 products a day.
Right.
The business model is all about you gotta have 35 distributors, right? Okay. Now the product is all about the niche. It has to be an everlasting niche. Okay, what is an everlasting niche? Food, medicines, clothes, and technology, marketing. Okay, technology is something new. No, technology is knowledge, right? When they came to America, they came in a boat. Someone has to pay for that boat. Someone has to technology to build the boat. Right? So technology is an everlasting niche. Okay, bye. So you have a technology niche. That's awesome. Now, let's put a product on this niche, because for me, it's too much trouble to get a product on the medicine, or to get a product on the energy, or get something on those huge niches, transportations and things like that. So technology is something that's, I can do something, right? So let's build a software. Okay, now, software as a product, you can sell the software, you can charge a lot of money, that's it. That was Microsoft was doing before. To buy an office, you should spend like $500 to buy an office suite, right?
Right.
Now they change the software for a service. Okay, right. So you can actually buy the office paying $10 a month, Office 360, right? So when you get a software and you change this from a product to a service, so you do a service as software as a service, right? A SaaS platform. You are actually making this thing cheaper or more affordable for people, right? It's better because you can upgrade every day, right? It's more comfortable because it's going to be on the cloud. Doesn't matter the computer you are using. And actually, it's not a product; it's a service. So you have recurring payments. Okay, so now we're not talking anymore about 1,000 sales a month. We are talking about 1,000 sales at all, because this is recurring. You see? Yeah. So now you tell me how easy it is to sell. If you have 35 distributors, okay, how easy it is to sell one product per day in every distribution for 1 month, and that's it. And that's it. All you have to do is give them many things, right? So we change the whole way to see the business. We have to do this in another way, right? So, okay. So now you know the business model is about the distribution.
Right.
You know the niche is about technology. You know the product should be actually a service, right? And since you got all these factors and now you feel comfortable to do the business, you can put some money, you can develop something on yourself. And since you are a small company, you are just starting, you don't have a lot of bills to pay, you're not doing marketing on television and things like that. So you can actually have a pretty good offer. You can actually offer your product for $29 when others are offering the same product for $100.
Right.
So now you get an offer, because what sells is the offer. The offer is, at the end of the day, is the offer. And since I have the distribution, since I have a good niche and a good service and a good offer, because I own the whole thing, I can build a marketing system, all right? I can do a sales funnel. It is a digital product, so I can do a sales funnel for this thing. Okay, and when you put everything together, you actually can build a system to have a sales funnel, an automated sales funnel working on your distributor, right? And this sales funnel are going to do the sale that you need on your distributor. Okay, so it's a different way to do business. This is a different perspective. So guys, doesn't matter what business are you doing. For example, why the Builderall launch was so good. It is all about the distributions. We launched on JVZoo, but there is a lot of other products who does launch on JVZoo and they don't sell anything. We spent a lot of money. We bought those guys. We paid those affiliates to promote Builderall.
Right.
We paid to have the distribution points. JVZoo was just a platform, right? And then boom, we sold like crazy. because it is all about the distribution points. If you are building a business, if you are doing something, it is all about the distribution points. It starts there, okay? And then you're going to see the niche, and then you're going to see the product, and then you're going to see the offer, and then you're going to see the marketing. And then you're going to wrap everything in a system and make this thing as automated as it can get. So it will be a no-brainer for the distributor, okay? And that way you can make your $10,000 a month, like, easily.
Make it sound so simple, but it's so true. So your distribution center for JV Zoo was every affiliate that was promoting it.
Exactly.
So you have hundreds of people promoting something. You don't have to do everything yourself. And that's what I noticed you do, Eric, is you surround yourself with greatness. You don't claim to be the smartest at everything. You give credit where credit's due. And that's the smartest thing you can do. Surround yourself with smart people who are smarter than you and are gifted where you like may not be enjoying. Like I don't enjoy editing videos or audio. So everybody knows you get to do that for me because I don't want to do it. I don't find joy in it. So some of the comments are like, yay, I get it. Identify the problem, reverse engineer it. Oh, the doc is in the house. Persistence, vision Builderall. Yes.
Guys, when we talk about that, what I want you to understand is when you buy the Builderall 2-tier license, this is the thinking behind the 2-tier, right? It's not about a multi-level marketing or pyramid scheme. No, the thinking about behind the 2-tier is you have to buy your business, right? It's a commercial license. It's just like McDonald's. It's a commercial license. You buy your commercial license. You create your distribution network, and then you go sell the product, right? So this is the thinking behind the 2-tier license. So if you have a 2-tier license and you are trying to sell Builderall right now, it's just like you have your product and you are trying to sell this thing in a farmer's market.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to have some sales, but you don't have any leverage, you see? So nothing wrong with that, but you don't have any leverage. And you know a cool thing, Rainy, where I believe we have a farmer's market every Monday, right? And I see all those guys working on the farmer's market with those traders and those things, and they have websites. So I told Alvaro, my kid, and I say, hey, who do you think is the smart guy? The guy who is there selling hot dogs, or the guy who is selling the website for every guy who is selling hot dogs on the all farmers marketing in the world? So it is achievable. You can do that, right? So this is the thinking behind. You don't have to sell your product on the farmers market. You have to think about the distribution network. So if you have the Builderall 2-tier franchise, all you have to do is focus on the business opportunity, bring people to the business opportunity, build your network, because the product will sell by itself. We are going to sell the product. We don't have to do a lot of effort to sell the product. And actually you can do that, but that would be much better if you have a distribution working with you on this thing. So that's why me and Alex, we are working like crazy to build funnels, focus on the business opportunity, and we have the other team building the funnels, focusing on the client. So right now we're gonna have the CrossFit, we're gonna have the dentist, we're gonna have the accountant, we're gonna have the lawyer, we're gonna have the personal training, the school, the tutoring, the musician. We're gonna have niches, funnels for all niches. Okay, the CrossFit was just the first one. So now we are talking about the client, and now we are talking about the tool. We're gonna have funnels for all niches, but our energy should be much more in funnels to business opportunities. We have two things. We have Builderall as a product, and we have Builderall as a business, okay? Even if you don't need a website, you don't need a blog, you don't need email, because you don't need it, but you could have a business, right? So it's a different thing. We don't have to find the people who needs Builderall and then sell a business for this guy. Because if you need Builderall, if you really need Builderall, it's because you have your own business already, right? So I just want to divide your focus. I'm going to take out your focus. So you have your business, go for Builderall product. You don't have your business, or you are looking for another business, or you have free time, you want to do something else, you are looking for a business. So now I can tell you about Builderall business opportunity. And here we have a system that you can have your distribution, a system that you are going to be on the everlasting niche. You're going to have a product, you're going to have an offer, you're going to have a recurring payments, and now this is a business opportunity. And our focus right now, it's giving you a lot of funnels so you can bring people to the business opportunity. My idea right now is having you with 10, 20, 30 distributors. Everyone could be a distributor. And then we're going to make more efforts to sell the product for the final client. That's the format we are using to grow this one.
This is great. And Mike had put, Coca-Cola put I'm going to say pop machine, Mike, because that's what we say up north, a pop machine in every mom and pop store they could when it was growing. And that was distribution points. Yeah, exactly. Marco, I know your grandma talks like this. I love Marco.
So this is the mindset that we have to bring to this business. It's not a multi-level marketing. It's not a sell one by one. The Coca-Cola thing is the mindset that we have. You own a Builderall commercial license. You own the license, okay? Now you have to think about distributions of your license. If this guy who is under you has the same mindset, perfect, he's gonna make a lot of money. But if he's not selling for another entrepreneur, he's selling for small business, good man, you're doing money the same way. But first think about the distribution, then you're gonna think about sell the products, all right?
Yep, I agree. Okay, let's go look at Facebook. They're really active. You still have 30 people in the mastery group watching. Got 31 people here. So guys, what questions do you have? Long as we have him on, and you are always asking me questions like I know something that you don't know. Well, I do show up for every live and watch every video I can, and I do what they say. Even if I don't understand it, it's like, well, that's what he said to do. So watch the videos. And I'm telling you how much time it saved me, because now I'm starting to get some people under me, and I have all these short little videos I've shot, because I didn't do well with 30-minute videos. I was like, you know, I was in the hospitals a lot, and I didn't want to come home and watch a 30-minute video. So I was like, how can I do that quick? Click.
Awesome.
When is the commerce coming?
I guess it is going to be about 2 months yet. It's a
so
huge.
We're going to tell you 3 months. So when they do it in 2, you're happy.
All right. Okay.
Right. You've got to do it, because they get a little anxious here. Hey, Justina, our Canadian, she shows up for everything. Thanks, mate. Well, that's got to be Australia, right? Mate?
Mate, yeah. I have some gifts from UK that say mate too. So the e-commerce, guys, we already have three programmers working on the e-commerce. It's a team working on e-commerce. I think that's gonna come in about 2 months, 3 months. But if you go to Builderall and you create a restricted area, right, and then you're gonna have the membership page, okay? The membership page, because when people go to your website, they're gonna be able to log in on your website, and when people log in on your website, they're gonna have the membership page. On the membership page, you can see actually the products, the information, the courses, the areas they can access. So the membership page, it was already made thinking about the e-commerce. We're gonna concentrate everything there, right? What else, guys? Hit me with questions. Give me questions.
Any thoughts on call tracking? What do you mean call tracking exactly?
Someone is asking, can we get a blueprint of your business model? My head is spinning. here's the thing. I'm doing a webinar, a whole presentation explaining better this whole business idea, this whole business model, this whole business vision. And I'm going to put this webinar online. It's going to be something like the perfectbusiness.net, I guess. Right? And I'm going to give you guys, so you guys can watch as many times as you want it. And actually you guys can promote this thing and bring people to Builderall through this webinar as well. All right.
They're interested. I think Mike said the origin of the blue octopus.
Yeah, the octopus was before we had a lion. Okay, the Builderall mascot was a lion, but the lion wasn't exactly what we were looking for. We were looking for someone who can do multitask, who can do same things on the same time, who can build websites, build a blog, build a video, browse notifications, send emails. So the octopus is the mascot.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it gets more like
they want to know about an API integration with Zapier. All these website geeks are always asking about that one.
Zapier, here's the problem with Zapier. They changed it. We were doing the API. We were working on that thing. And then it was crazy. Like 2 days before we put the API online, they changed it. So they don't have this anymore. The thing is, now we have to do 2 by 2, and we are doing 2 by 2 because they changed it. The whole thing Zapier is not working like this anymore. And we are trying to figure out a way to build API for all those tools. See you, man.
Yep, I'm just reading both places. How technical are you, as in terms of knowing how to code, design, and program? Who, Eric? Well, he's got to have a little bit of coding skills if he developed Mailing Boss and he's always doing funnels.
No.
Do you have any coding skills at all? Because some of us.
No, I cannot even. I cannot even write 1 line of code. My whole background experience, my MBA, all those things is just about business. When I said I build the interface, actually I build the design, and I give to the programmers and say, man, this is the design that I want. So I can do some web design because actually the thing is, I am the one who is building stuff on Builderall for years and years and years. I test the platform, and actually I suck on that thing, but I get a little bit better, not even compare with my web designers. So I suck. I can't, it's just impossible for me to understand this.
Visionary, people. He sees the vision and then he hands it off and lets the experts do it. This is what he wants to get across to you.
Yeah, the thing is, I have an idea. And okay, we should have for example, here's the thing that happened this week. Okay, so the browser notification. What I want to do, I want to do a webinar. I'm going to give you guys one webinar page, right? So people are going to go to this webinar and we're going to ask him, okay, when do you want to watch this webinar? If right now, 5 minutes, 1 hour, 5 hours, 8 hours, or tomorrow. So they're going to choose, okay, I want to watch this webinar in 1 hour. Okay, so they're going to go to another page. Then the idea is have the browser notifications showing like, do you want to be notified when the webinar is about to start? But when they go to the page and the browser notifications pop up, everyone goes to no. People are tired of browser notifications already, right? So that would be a dead thing if we put there. So I told my programmers, here's the thing. I wanted this webinar and I want people signing up for the browser notifications because it's the best way to reach people with the browser notifications. But I don't want the browser notifications showing up on the screen when they enter the screen. What if we build a button and we can write on the button, do you wanna be notified when the webinar is about to start? Or click here if you want to be notified when the webinar is about to start. When they click, and then when they click, it's going to open the browser notifications. Okay, you're going to be yes. Okay, so now we have much more people actually accepting the browser notifications because I asked it before. So the thing is, I think about the whole thing, And I put the programmers on a row and I say, guys, I need you guys to, yes, please, man. I need you guys to build this thing for me. And then they do the magic. I don't even know how hard it is to do the stuff, but they do it.
Right click.
Yeah, right click.
Hashtag right click. Okay, guys, you got more questions on Facebook? If not, head on over to Zoom, and we're going to keep talking to Erick as long as he'll talk to us. Yeah, right click is the king, or the queen, Shelly. We got to have a queen, too. So thank you, Facebook. We appreciate you showing up and being really active and staying, 30 of you staying this long on just this one page I'm on. I appreciate you. Thanks, Nancy. You're always showing up for everything, so get over to Zoom. So bye, Facebook. We'll talk to you later.